Well, hi everyone. I'm getting ready to make a fun semi-rebatch soap. I'm actually making a new soap, but I'm going to be using some soaps from some other soaps, or some scraps, I should say, for some other soaps that I've made previously as embeds. In this soap, I'm actually going to work with a couple of products that I have not previously used, at least in a video. One is oat milk, which is in a very, for some reason I've lost the seal off of it, so I can't tilt it. But it's just oatmeal that has soaked in, and this is an organic oatmeal, by the way, and it has soaked for 2 days in water and then blended to create oat milk. I will then strain out the oats and leave behind this wonderful oat-infused water. And then here I've done the very same thing with brown rice. This is a brown rice milk. So I'm going to strain out the rice, leaving behind the rice milk. Okay, so these are going to take the place of some of the water in this recipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is strain out all that goodness. Okay, so I'm going to tear out the scale again here. Fantastic, and then add it. And I've got 20.38 ounces. 20.38 ounces. So that is both the oat milk and the rice milk combined there. So that's great. So, as a matter of fact, I want to write that down. 20.38. So to my oat and rice milk, I've also added aloe vera gel. So the majority of this, there's 20.38 ounces of the rice milk and the oat milk, and then the remainder is aloe vera. So I'm now going to just give this a quick stir, and then I'll slowly add in my lye, but I just don't want to get too thick a trace on it, so I'm just slowly blending and stirring. I also want to show you what I'm going to be doing with this. In these molds, I have various different soaps that I have cut up, and for instance, in this one, these are just some of these that didn't turn out the way I wanted them to, so I just cut them up into little cubes, and I've got some triangles and different shapes, just geometrics in there. And then I'm just going to fill this up with soap. And you know what? I've made too much soap. I did it again. I forgot about, because I'm putting these in, I didn't need as much soap. So I'm going to have a lot of soap left over, so I better get out another mold. Anyway, there's that. Next, I took some of my Mad Artist soaps that I had made that I wasn't all that pleased with, and I created some curls with them, and they're in here. Alright, so I've got my TD here, so I'm going to pour just a tad bit in here. So I've now divided up my soap batter, one for each mold, and then some. As I said, I made too much, and I knew that I was going to make too much, so I'm prepared for it. So to the first color, to the first batch, I'm going to add a really nice musk. And I'm not normally a fan of musk, but this musk from Central Depot is fantastic. And that's what's going into this first batch, which I'm going to be calling Peacock Boy. I know a silly name, but that's what it reminded me of. Alright, so let me mix this in. Just give this a bit of a blend here. I'm going to keep it thin so that it goes down into all those little crevices. All right. Good, it's good and thin. I'm so glad. Well, good. I didn't make way too much. That's good. I was afraid I had. Fantastic. So there's just very little left. Matter of fact, I can probably just don't want to overflow it. Now I do want to bang this down because I want to make sure that it all goes down in between all those little crevices and get out any air bubbles. There came a nice big one there. Wish these. I understand now why people clip those in place. It is annoying. Okay, let me get the tool here. There we go. Good. This one's going to be a lot of fun. This one, I'm going to be using a fragrance called Bubblegum. May seem odd. I just wanted to keep these. I wanted you to be able to see once they were cut, really see the embeds. So that's why I went for this color. That's all. I don't know if you can see those bubbles coming up. That's why it's so important, especially when you're doing embeds, to do this. And I have forgotten in the past, or got lazy and thought, oh, they'll be fine. But there's still air bubbles coming up as I bang this. It's times like this I wish I had one of those vibrator tables. Ooh, that's an idea. Maybe buy one of those. Go to like a Goodwill or something and get one of those old-fashioned vibrators. Maybe that's the wrong word. Massager, whatever. and put it underneath the table. Or, you know, have like a little, even just like a little old TV tray or something, and then sit your loaf on it and let it do this for you. Just, I don't know. It's late. I'm being silly, I know. Alright, so I think that one is done. I'm not doing anything on the tops on any of these. I'm just letting them be. It's a pretty thin emulsion, so they need a lot of time to set up. So, well, gang, that's it. I'll see you back for the cutting. Thank you. Well, hi everyone. Well, this time for unmolding here. This is the Musk one that I did first. I'm going to trim off just a end piece here. Okay, that's interesting. You know, I'm wondering, I don't know, I'm going to try one more slice here because I may want to turn it and slice the other way, but I'm going to test one here. Okay. Yeah, see, it's getting them at that angle. I was hoping that there would be more the other way. So I'm going to do something different. I think what I'm going to do is cut this, cut one, hang on a moment here. I'm going to try going the other direction. Matter of fact, I'll just take that off here. So what I did is I cut it lengthwise, then I'm going to turn it. Okay, I cut it like that, so I'm going to turn it and cut it like that, yeah. Alright, so, but first I want to measure here where I had it. That's about right there. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's interesting. It's different. They smell... Okay. Sorry, I'm not holding it right. That's how they currently look. So what I'd like to do is turn it and try to cut them the other direction. So, like this. And see what we get. Okay, well, it looks like no matter which direction I cut them in, they have that same appearance. I'm not sure why that is. Okay. They're interesting looking. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just, I was hoping for something different. I was hoping to get the full section out of them. Maybe this one. I'm forever hopeful. Yeah, so no matter what direction I cut in, I seem to getting the same. I don't know, what do you think of that? It's kind of different, right? I'm not sure either. These are all different here because I'm not cutting them all the same, but that's okay. These aren't for sale. I just had this fun idea to re-batch some, and I was hoping that this would be successful, but I'm not sure that it's not the plan I had. Well, So, hey there, finally got some of the side on it. Okay, I'm going to call this these are just okay. And I know they're all over the place size-wise because I was just trying different cuts, hoping to get something a little more interesting. It is interesting. I guess I can use the word they are interesting. I'm just not sure what these are. Next loaf will be better. I'm much more hopeful about this one because it has the cubes in it, so I know I should get some good cuts out of this one. So I'm just going to take off the end here. I can already see that's going to be better. All right. There we go. This is really soft. Can you see this on my hand? This fragrance, this is the Bubblegum, made it much more, much softer for some reason. Okay. I might have to look into that. What might be different? I like the geometry, being able to see the triangles and squares and the rectangles. That was really the idea that I had, to make these more geometric, and so that I'm pleased with. The colors and the scent are just fantastic. The one thing that I think I would do a little bit differently is I would put more in so that the whole thing was filled. But other than that, it's great. I'm quite pleased. So, that one's got more red in it on one side and some other colors too. Great. So that one turned out fantastic. I'm happy with this.